My name is Steve Vane. If you don't know, then you don't know a person for this Lagos. That's just the fact. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to actually talk about something that has kind of like really changed the trajectory of my life in a very positive way. I feel like things I've learned in the 1 year of my NYSC year will be very, very, very good to share, and it will help someone out there. So that's basically what I'm about to do. No BS, no wasting of time. Let's go straight into the video. The first thing I'm going to say is pray about it before it happens, right? So that you can have the confidence to be able to go wherever it is that you are being sent to, and then thinking that this is where God actually wants me to be. It started all the way from before the posting, right? So before the posting, I prayed about it, and then I was like, God, wherever it is that they post me to, I'm just going to take it that, man, it's you that allow them to post me. Even if they take me to Bauchi or the middle of Boko Haram camp that they said I'm going to be helping Boko Haram to be plastering their wounded soldiers, I will believe that you're the one that sent me there. People around me were like, bro, what are you trying to do? What is a Yobe state? The material, what's that? Like, and then me, I was like, man, I know what I prayed about. Like, I have this confidence that there's something good that's going to come out of here. So pray to God about it, because you get confident about your decision to follow through on whatever it is that you're posted to, because you know that you have prayed about it. Number 2, take advantage of the quietness. Now, this NYSC year period is a period whereby you're just going to be alone. Like, you're literally going to be lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody, but I have your love. You're going to be lonely, I promise you. But then take advantage of it, because this is probably going to be the only 1 year of your life that you're going to be free from the distractions of your family members, free from the distractions of maybe some work that you're doing, or the distractions of friends, or whatever it is. You're going to basically be you and yourself and your dog, if you have a dog or whatever. It's just going to be you and you alone, right? So take advantage of that fact, because you most likely will not get any whole year that is as quiet as your NYSC year. And now, how do you take advantage of that? It gives you time to basically look at your life and be able to discover things about yourself, like know yourself more. We are so engrossed in a lot of things that it becomes pretty hard for us to really, do self-evaluation, right? It becomes pretty hard when we are like so buzzed off with work, so buzzed off with a lot of things, especially here in Lagos. With our Lagosians, like there's this rat race that you just keep going round and round and round and round and round, and then if you're not careful, for the rest of your life, that's just how you're going to be. So take advantage of the 1 year of the NYSC, take advantage of the quietness, and actually take that time out to discover more stuff about yourself, get to know yourself. That year for me was basically a year that I was able to understand who I really am. Like, for example, now, like, I know myself personally that I'm not, I'm pretty much introverted. Like, even if I used to try to be outside and everywhere before, but I realized that, man, what I really want, what I really like, is to be at home alone. If I want to hang out with my friends, I want them to come over to my house. I want to go to their house. I want to have like reasonable conversations. I want to have, like, I want to be able to talk. I like to talk. Like, let's share our problems. Let's share our stuff together. I'm not the jump up and down to club. We outside. That's not who I am. And I've been able to come to terms with that and to be able to accept it, all because I was quiet and I took advantage of the quietness. So take advantage of that quietness and discover yourself and discover the unique things about you that you probably were too distracted to discover before. Plan your future. If you don't plan your future will plan you. And future no dey plan good things most times. Now, a whole 1 year is more than enough time for you to say, okay, this is what I want for myself. This is what I want to be. This is where I want to be at by the time I'm done with this thing. Now, one thing that I realized was that every single thing about our life is basically like from birth up until NYSC, everything is basically time structured, in the sense that okay, you go to nursery school for, is it how many years? Is it 4 years or whatever? And then you go to primary school for 6 years. For those of you that did 6 years, we are very smart, so we went to like 4 years. You graduated at primary four and entered JS1. But anyways, I'm not trying to boast or anything, but like that's just what it is, you know. And then you go to secondary school for another 6 years, JS1 to SS3, and then you have university, mostly 4 years, and then after university you now have the 1 year of NYSC. Everything is basically time structured. You know what you are doing at every point in time. But yo, I'm telling you, after NYSC there is nothing like time structure. After NYSC, now how your life they be, now so they be they go. There is nothing like, oh okay, we'll do this for 1 year, do this for 2 years. It's a lie. After NYSC it's like unlimited, infinity. How they do that signature self? To infinity. After NYSC, that's just the end, bruv. So you literally have to plan. You have to know that okay, so this is what I want for myself. And then there are like a lot of categories where I actually personally that I looked at, and I think you might want to look at. Firstly was work. Okay, what kind of work do I want to engage in by the time I'm done my NYSC? Do I want to go and work in a 9 to 5? For me personally, that's not my thing. I would die if I do a 9 to 5. That's just who I am. It's not my thing at all, right? So I discovered I was able to come to terms with things like that and be able to put those things in my plan while in NYSC work. And then also in terms of like faith, like okay, how do you want to be stable in your faith? How do you want to grow in the knowledge of God's word? How do you want to, what kind of community are you going to immerse yourself in to ensure that you are stable, you are grounded? What are you going to do? You make plans for those kind of things, right? And then friendships. What kind of friendships are you coming back to? Are they friendships that are going to like rekindle the bad things or the negative things that you used to struggle with before, or are they friendships that are going to help you become a better person, right? So you need to keep things like that in mind. And last but not least, something that I personally considered is relationships, romantic relationships to be specific. If you are watching this video, I want to believe that you are in a romantic relationship heading for marriage. Because if you are not, man, I feel like you are wasting your life. Sir, you need to get a life. Do you understand? Get a life, bro. Okay, that thing I said was nonsense. I'm not going to say it again because I don't even believe it. What kind of rubbish is that? The NYSC year is a very perfect year for you to like set a goal. Like okay, so in terms of like relationships, romantic relationships, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? Like, am I trying to get married the next year after NYSU? Am I trying to get married like 5 years from now? Or like, what are my plans? Like, do I feel like I want to be alone for the next 4, 5, 10, 16, 20 eternity years? Like, what exactly am I gunning for? This is the best time for you to actually discover and agree with and plan for stuff like that, so that by the time you get back, it's like you already know what it is you're going to do, right? So those things and a whole lot more other things that you need to plan for in your NYSC year. Finally, number 4, personal development. Take it seriously in your NYSC year. That year was the year I learned to read books, was the year I learned to be more financially responsible, was the year I was able to like get a hold of my emotions and understand the way I behave, the way my personality is and all of that. It was a year where I took personal and self-development very, very seriously, because it's a year where you are alone with yourself. It's the best time for you to be able to discover things like that. National Youth Service Corps, whatever, is a very important period for you to actually learn how to serve. We are all created for the benefit of one another. Nobody came to this life to just make money and flex on everybody and then die. That's like a very boring life. But you get to feel fulfillment when you're actually really genuinely serving, right? That's the whole point. Like, we're being sent to wherever we're being sent to so that we can serve, so that we can make that place a better place. I had it at the back of my mind that wherever it is that I am going to be, I'm going to make sure I am a positive impact in that place. I'm going to make sure that when I leave, people will know that someone actually left this place. Like, they'll feel my absence. That was the goal. And then I could only achieve that by giving myself to service. So this is an amazing opportunity for you to be a part of something bigger than yourself, and to be able to be a part of the development of our country, Nigeria. I served in a school, and I'm very sure that all the students that I encountered in that school, one way or the other, either through teaching or through personal discussions, I'm very sure that I've been able to impact them positively. There was a time I even organized a small meetup where we had like one-on-one conversations where I talked to them about, life, about, career choices and stuff like that. Because me, in my own secondary school, I had nothing like that. There was no teacher that took, like that kind of interest in us as students, talking to us about things, sharing their own personal experiences and helping us to prepare for the journey ahead. It never happened. So I decided I was going to do that. The things that I did not get, I was going to give those kids, and it gave me a lot of fulfillment in return. Ultimately, the whole point is that your year of NYSC can be beautiful if you want it to be. Everybody on social media keeps saying, oh, NYSC is like a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. But personally, I had it in my mind that this year is not going to be a waste of time for me, personally. And then that I made sure that everything that I did within that period, helped me and geared me up, to build a strong foundation for what I was going to do when I was coming back. And you would definitely see the difference. You can see the difference between who I was before and who I am now. So if you want it to be good for you, it's going to be good for you. If you feel like just like the way it has been bad for everybody else, it's going to be bad for you, then now so you go take B. That's just it. You can't change that. Nobody can change your mind for you. If your mind say, if you make your mind say this thing now waste of time, it could be waste of time. But set your mind in the right direction and say that I'm going to make the most of this year, and then you definitely see that it's going to be like the best year of your life, and you'll be able to build a strong foundation that when you get back to wherever it is that you are coming from, they're gonna say, man, they don't come back. You understand? So I hope this video was helpful. If it was not helpful, sorry about that. I don't know what I can do about that. Sorry about it. Anyways, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, tell your friends about Steven, and wait for my new music coming soon. Peace out. I am describing an item that protects the leg from sand, water, different things. If you know it, say it. This was a pam. Okay. Very good. Clap for yourself. Okay, so now the point of this exercise is just to show you what a descriptive composition is. A descriptive composition does the same thing that we just did, right? It helps you to imagine something, either an item or a person or an event. Draw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. Best in improvisation, give the award to me. Then look at this home studio setup. Just look at that. Just look at that. You have to use nylon to tie it to reach that place. I work hard each and every day. I get lost. Oh boy, nobody there. Now let me make bandits not reach out to me at all. I can't say hello to you all. I'm quite busy, as you can see. So, Ashe Parry POP. Ashe Parry POP. So, we are ex-core members.
Yeah, we are ex-core members.
I speak for myself. I'm not sure of these other ones.
Never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is it money that is inside here? It's not. Don't give me your break money, your break time money. It's not money. It's not.
It's a letter.
A letter. Okay.
This is all is behalf of all the remember.
Wow.
Remember us in Lagos.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you. Let me put inside the letter. Thank you. Wow. I make a robot, for example, and then I give the robot a load. The robot now wakes up and decides to be doing his thing. The robot does not come to me that made it. The robots don't know how to do, right? So it's the same with us as human beings. We need to go to God for direction because He's the one that created us, right? Love your neighbor as yourself and love your country. Many times we always talk about Nigeria as if it is one place that we can just throw it away and then we will be on another. But the truth is that you are inside this Nigeria. Do you understand? So if you say that Nigeria, there's nothing good about Nigeria, nothing can happen to Nigeria, we are all dead, we are all doomed. It means you self, you are dead, you are doomed. You know that? So, I love every single one of you, each and every one of you. And I believe strongly that every single one of you, there's a lot of potential, a lot of growth, and a lot of things that you will achieve. And when you grow and you become something in life, if you see me, make sure you dash me money. Send me millions. It's very important. Okay. What did I say? No. Send me what? Billions. Billion. I like that. Billions. Yes.
Do you want to steal politics money?
I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. So after the assembly, we take some pictures. Okay. Thank you.